James Lynch here for BODOG. Always great catching up with my next guest. He's got a big fight next week, going to be taking on former UFC champion Leon Edwards. It is Carlos Prates here on the program. Carlos, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, bro. Thanks so much. Always good talk with you. Thanks so much.
Well, you as well, man, especially with such a big fight, fighting a former champion, like I mentioned, in Leon Edwards. So we talked right after the Jeff Neal fight, right? I think it was maybe a couple days after. And then it seemed like you got this fight not that long after that. Like it looked like you got more than a full camp for this fight, right? Like you got a lot of notice for Leon Edwards?
Yeah, exactly. I'm training for this fight like for 2 months,
Mhm.
something like that, 8 weeks, 7. And to be honest, I can't wait to fly to New York, enjoy the fight week, and train a little bit less. Than I'm training now. I train so hard for this fight. Sometimes I train 3 times per day. So I'm training a lot. I'm really excited to fight against Leon. So I'm really excited to go to New York and train a little bit less, just enjoy the fight week, and after fight, get some holidays.
Yes, no, well deserved, I'm sure too. So I got to ask, were you more excited to fight Leon Edwards or were you more excited to fight at Madison Square Garden? Because it's a pretty big deal to fight in New York, right?
Bro, I don't know. Yeah, fighting New York, it's amazing. Like it's a mecca of MMA.
Mhm.
Madison Square Garden, Muhammad, not only MMA, the fighting sports. Muhammad Ali fought there, Mike Tyson, and John Jones. So I'm really excited to fight there, but I also really excited to fight against Leon. And also he's a former champ. Probably not after knocking him out, I'm gonna get my title shot. So I'm really excited to 15 November.
Yeah, and how do you feel like how does your style match up against Leon's in this fight, do you think?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Leon is really politic fighter. He like to fight like he with a lot of security. I mean, like he don't do a lot of things. He do only basic things, but on the really good way. You know, he won a lot of fights by decision. So I believe he don't gonna try to do a lot of things during our fight. Um, and my style is always the same. I always come to knock my opponent out. But now I train a lot of grappling with the Caio, wrestling. So I'm really excited to show that also. I don't really want to show my grappling, but if I need, I can't wait to make people surprised, with my grappling level.
Yeah, it's going to be like a really interesting matchup. And one other thing that's interesting about this fight is that Leon Edwards has never been knocked out. Did you know that?
Yeah, bro, but I'm really good to knock people out
Right,
for the
like just
first
like
time,
last fight, Jeff Neal had never been knocked out in the UFC either, right? So I mean, that's
Yeah,
going to excite
Li
you, though.
Jingliang,
Yeah.
Li Jingliang also never got knockout before fight with me. So I'm really good, to knock people out for the first time on UFC. And I planning to do that. I respect to Leon, he's a former champ, but it is what it is. It's business.
Mhm.
And I think now the new guys from the new generation is coming.
Mhm.
So I think it's my time now.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You mentioned some of the training partners there. Kayao, you've got obviously Jean Silva, you got Rufi. I saw Myron Santos is training with you guys now too. How cool is it having him part of the team?
Yeah, Rodolfo Vieira also. We're gonna
Oh,
fight on
cool.
the
Oh,
same day.
nice.
He's gonna fight Bo
Bo
Nickal.
Nickal, no way. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Nice. So that's good. So
Yeah, he trained with us also the fighting nerds, and he helped me a lot. Also, I trained grappling with Rodolfo, with Caio, sparring them. So I'm really excited to make a really good performance 15 November.
yeah, how's Rodolfo looking in camp? Because he's got a big opportunity here. When they made that fight, I was kind of like, I don't know. Like Rodolfo's really good on the ground, right?
Yeah, bro, he have a really good pressure. Sometimes I train with him and I can move only my eyes, like he's really good, but he teach me a lot of things. I feeling much better now
Mhm.
when I doing some grappling. And anyway, I'm BJJ black belt,
Mhm.
but I just didn't show my grappling level on
Mhm.
UFC, and I'm sure when I need to show, people's gonna get surprised.
Going to be awesome. We're looking forward to it. And then when are you actually getting to New York? Are you going like on the Sunday or how, like, what's your travel to New York?
Yeah, I going to Sunday, and I'm gonna get there Monday.
Oh, perfect. Okay, that's good. And who's going to be in your corner? Who's making the trip with you?
It's gonna be my father, Chris, my
Awesome.
Muay Thai coach, Pablo, and Flavio Alvaro. But I'm gonna bring also Wagner Mota, my BJJ coach, Bamba, my boxing coach, and some other guys to help me there.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, I know you guys, when the fighting nerds are fighting, especially if there's two of you, the team on there, you guys come in a large group, right? There'll be a lot of you there, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think Kyle gonna come there also, Jean and Ruth. I'm not sure, but
Mm,
I think they're gonna be there also.
good stuff. I don't think this fight's going to the judges' scorecards. How do you see the fight playing out?
I think I think it's gonna happen the tough, really tough first round.
Mhm.
But after that, I think I gonna start to hurt him, and then knock him out like another fights. Like on my last fights, I like uh hurt my opponent, make him give up, and then knock him out. But I think he gonna try to grapple me, and I'm ready.
Mhm.
I'm ready. I think that now it's gonna be the first time if he try to grapple me, do just some grappling. I don't gonna run away, like defense take down and say, okay, let's go, get up and let's fight. No, I'm gonna stay there on the ground and let's fight.
Got to ask you about the main event because that's in your division. Islam, Jack Della Maddalena. Who do you see winning? Who's going to win the title? Do you think?
But I don't want too much fights, so I don't know a lot of things about Jack Della Maddalena. I know he's boxer, but I think he's a
Mhm.
little bit more stronger than Makhachev. So I
Mhm.
think the fight's a little bit more to Jack Della Maddalena.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I got to ask you as well because it's coming up after you. We've got Belal Muhammad and Ian Garry, who you fought. Who do you think wins that fight? That's a week after you.
Bro, it's hard to say. I think young Gary can win,
Mhm.
but I don't know if Belal Muhammad is strong, and it's gonna make a difference during the fight. But I think young Gary gonna win.
And you mentioned it there. I mean, you just knocked out Jeff Neal. If you go out there and knock out Leon Edwards, like, do you think that the title shot could be next?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like all the welterweights gonna fight on this week. Sean Brady, Morales, me, and Leon, and
Belal
Ian Gary and
Muhammad. Yeah.
Belal Muhammad. Yeah, I think I'm the fighter people's most like. I like it. I'm it makes sense. Like I'm the favorite fighter of the peoples, between them. Because let's be honest, people's pay ticket and pay-per-view to watch people's getting knocked out, to see blood, to see violence. And it's the kind of entertainment I bring to the octagon. I don't try to hug somebody for 15 or 25 minutes. I'm not bored. So at the end of the day, it's business. It's business. And of course, I think if Sean Brady and and Morales is not like a really excited fight, and if Ian Gary lost to Belal Muhammad, I think I gonna be the next for the belt.
I didn't even ask you about that fight, the Sean Brady and Michael Morales fight. Do you think Sean can pull it off?
Yeah, Morales is really young and strong, and tall. I don't know how. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a boring fight. If he don't knock Sean Brady out, I think it's gonna be boring.
Well, yeah, I would think Sean would probably win a decision if he was going to beat him, right? I don't think he's going to finish Morales,
Yeah,
although,
yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
never know though. You never know. We'll see. Just wanted to
Yeah.
ask: have you heard about this whole betting scandal that's going on? The fight fixing. Have you heard about this on the last? What did you think of that? That was pretty crazy. Someone potentially could be
Uh,
throwing their career away.
I don't know, bro. I think it's really bad.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't know why people do that. Like it's much better trying to be a champ, UFC champ. You're gonna make a lot of money, much more money than you sell the fight.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's come out to this level. You fought all over the world. Have you ever seen any of that, like in some of your like fights, like in China or like overseas? Have you ever seen any of that
Yeah,
stuff?
in China sometimes it's normal. In China sometimes it's more normal, but I haven't seen that only in China.
Yeah. Did they when you fought in China? Did they ever say, "Hey, can you throw the fight for us"? Did you ever get offered that?
No, 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 never.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, you're too exciting of a fighter. I don't think I could give you any money in the world to not go out there and perform. You love doing this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That makes sense. The other thing I was going to ask you too is I know it's a couple weeks old, but we had obviously the heavyweight title fight. I'm sure you saw it was Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gahn. Tom Aspinall wasn't able to continue because of the eye pokes. What did you think about that? Because some fighters were mad that he didn't fight through, but then a lot of people are like, "Hey, he got poked in the eye."
Bro, I think you know, like if cannot see well, I think the right way is to stop the fight. You know, it's not only a fight; it's a title, UFC title fight. You know, like it's a lot of things. You know, if you cannot fight well and just try to fight because people's gonna think bad things about you, you know, on the end of the day, it's you, it's your body, it's your bank account. You know, so it's similar like Peter Yan against Aljamain Sterling. You remember,
Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, with the knee. Yeah,
bro? Aljamain was lost in the fight. You know, all the 5 rounds, and then he got the knee on the face when he was on the ground, and then a lot of people say no, he could come back to the fight. He was not so bad like he showed. You know, he tried to show on TV and things like that, bro. But you know, I think on this way, he was losing the fight, you know. So example, like he gonna get like $200,000 for fight, and more $200,000 if he win, you know. And also he is not his fault, you know. Was like Peter Young fault. So if he didn't come back and he won the fight, it's okay because it's on the end of the day, it's 200,000 more on his bank account, you know. So and he did he is not his fault, you know, was fault of Peter Young. So I don't think it's like the really nice way to finish the fight and to become a champ, but he was right.
yeah, yeah. Well said. Before we go, we mentioned going to New York. That's always a lot of fun. Are you going to do any sightseeing like after the fight, or are you going to go right back to Brazil after the event?
Now, bro, I like to fight and just come back to Brazil.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's pretty nice in Brazil. Are you gonna go on? You said you're gonna go on like a vacation or something after this. You think?
Now so I have some parties coming
Oh, there you go.
in
Nice.
Brazil. Gonna start to, yeah, some really nice parties. So I want to enjoy that.
Good stuff. And I always enjoy talking to you, Carlos. Thanks so much for doing this. It's UFC 322 next week, November 15th on pay per view. You don't want to miss it. If there's anyone you want to thank before we get out of here, or where we can find your t shirts or anything like that, man, the floor is yours. I'll give you the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. 10 November on Full Violence websites, Carlos Prates shirt, and also want to say thanks to my sponsor Maximum and also Lombard, my sponsors, and